I am very grateful for the experience gained in Salomon schools, and I would like to send my sincerest best wishes to Paul and Marzena Zakrzewski. The Polish education system requires every kind of action which will serve its development. The Polish schooling has gone through many innovative ideas, such as the evaluation of the Montessori methodology or educational neuroscience. Paul and Marzena Zakrzewski have created a new initiative. They have spread the idea of home education in Poland. Over several years, this method has gained popularity in many circles, as witnessed by thousands of children taught this way. I am Patricia, and I run my own business. I am able to reconcile my work with my child's education. Home education I owe to Paul and Marzena Zakrzewski, Salomon schools. It is worth pointing out that as one of the few educational initiatives, it was also financed from the private resources belonging to the Zakrzewski family. Regardless of whether or not a person likes the initiative, the greatest pain is the fact that state institutions have largely contributed to its impairment. I am a graduate of Salomon School. I thank my parents for the hard work and effort they have put into home teaching. I will definitely choose the same method for my child. I send best wishes to Paul and Marzena Zakrzewski. Salomon schools have led a number of innovative classes for students through workshops, for example those regarding explosive hydrogen, humanistic workshops, historical research projects, meetings with music, or the famous Salomon meetings. They all serve the harmonious development of students. Salomon students have been very successful in many fields of science and art. I would like to thank Salomon School as well as Paul and Marzena Zakrzewski for their kind cooperation and for bringing up my children who attended their school, as well as for the teaching which they received, resulting in excellent grades. I recommend this school to other young people who would like to obtain good education.
Polecam tę szkołę dla innej młodzieży, która by chciała dobre wykształcenie zdobyć, i tylko ta szkoła.
Kim są Paweł i Marzena Zakrzewscy?
Who are Paul and Marzena Zakrzewski? This is a large family whose passion is to travel the globe. They have visited the whole world and therefore have been able to learn about the culture, customs and conditions existing in various countries across all continents. It is good that such people want to invest their time, money and engagement in order to introduce innovative education in Poland. I am a mother of 3 children. The whole family uses home tutors. It is due to this method of teaching that my children have gained the freedom of expressing their views and have broadened their outlook on life. I am grateful to Salomon schools run by Mr. and Mrs. Zakrzewski. In autumn 2016, the attempt to open Salomon schools in the Lublin area is met with biased difficulties. An inspector from the Department of Education, having to prepare opinions regarding permission to open Salomon schools, submits to the director a review protocol from an inspection conducted in Drohiczyn, suggesting that Salomon schools may denote problems. Next, the State District Sanitary Inspector in Riga ignored the positive results of the inspection by refusing to give an opinion about the building where the Salomon School is to be opened, despite the fact that for many years the public school has been operating in the same building. It means a lot to me to educate a child in the spirit of my own values, and this is why I appreciate home learning and the freedom that goes with it. I thank Salomon School, run by Mr. and Mrs. Zakrzewski. At the meetings of the Commission Advisory Board that performs the inspection in Salomon schools, the representatives of ZMP deliver ambiguous formulations of the legal extortion of monies by Salomon schools. The funds that have been collected by Salomon schools have always been legally raised for organizational and educational activities run by the school. Home education is a great alternative for my family. We both travel a lot for business and private purposes, which would otherwise be impossible in the case of conventional teaching. I thank Salomon School for providing such an alternative. I send my best wishes to Paul and Marzena Zakrzewski. Analyzing many volumes of documentation concerning Paul and Marzena Zakrzewski, it is intriguing to note the scale and force of the attack which this family has had to endure. In total, there have been over 100 cases directed solely against one family, and not even one of them has withstood the confrontation with factual information. A cruel system, devoid of any heart and conscience, befell a family which found strength in saying yes to God, and in spite of persecution, persevere in its just determination. Standing up to daily trials and tribulations is also our social task for a better tomorrow, for the truth, for the good, and for the beauty in the life of a nation and state. The people who took part in this material were the parents of students associated with home education, as well as Paul Wojciech Kania, a professionally active director of a state primary school and junior school, educator of educational staff with many years of experience, expert in the Polish education system from the perspective of a parent, teacher, school director, lecturer, history teacher, graduate in history of the Catholic University in Lublin, and postgraduate studies for leaders in the field of education.